even if they don't recognize you, it's like, why do you have that weird blue sleeve on your black belt?
Yes. What is the blue? What does the blue mean? I Googled that years ago and I couldn't find one thing. Yeah, I couldn't find anybody that sold it. I didn't know what it was. What does the blue tip mean? Does it mean anything?
You still have to get them custom. Like you can't just buy them anywhere. Yeah. Well, basically, the only people who do that are Royce and the Valencia brothers. Okay. So, I mean, they do that for their people. And basically, the easiest way to say it is like it's an homage to Eli Gracie. Okay. It's when, Royce, if you look at Royce now, he just wears that navy blue belt. He doesn't wear his old black belt with the stripes and everything, right?
I hadn't noticed at all.
Yeah. If you ever see Royce these days, like he doesn't have a black belt on. He's got a navy blue belt and with his dad's name on it. And basically the idea was like, once his father passed away, he was like, well, I've only ever gotten rank from my father. I'm not, who's going to give me rank now? So he just, back in the day, the story goes that there were 3 belts essentially. And it was a white belt for beginner student. It was a light blue belt for more intermediate to advanced student. And then there was a navy blue belt was the teacher. That was like the black belt, and that was the belt ranking. And so that's part of what it is part of why they restructured it that way. And the other part of it too is that Royce is not the biggest fan of sport jiu-jitsu in the world. So it's a little bit in opposition to like the IBJJF conventions and stuff like that. And then the other part, let me think, sometimes you would see Elio whenever he was in when he was like in Brazil, especially, like he would be wearing a blue belt instead of his red belt. There's some pictures you'll find of him like wearing a blue belt. It's like, well, people were curious about what that was. And part of it was, it's like a soft protest. It was like a mild protest saying like, there were these people who were popping up and this black belt over here, this coral belt over here, and it was like, where are you guys getting your rank from? Like like, I don't know anything about you guys, speaking from Elio's point of view. And are you just like promoting yourselves, and what does that do to diminish the art and take the purity out of the ranking system and this and that? I don't know. It's kind of a long, complicated thing from my understanding of it. The easiest way to say it is just that it's an homage to Grandmaster Elio, and to also to emphasize that like Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, like from Royce's paradigm, for the Valencia brothers paradigm, is rooted in self-defense as a foundation before anything. And so that's kind of the long-winded answer, but that's the number one question that I get on anything. Like the number one question that it's guaranteed to be on any video I ever do in the gi. Why is the tip, the bar, the sleeve, the point, whatever they call it, why is that blue?